What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Happy Sunday. It's been a while since I made a video for the channel, and of course we were counting down to 50. So this right here is probably 49, I don't know, but I am one video away from releasing the equipment. The boxes are over at the door. As you can see, those are my packages. They've been there for like more than a week. And so, oh, no, maybe 3 weeks, maybe. And so, yeah, I cannot wait to unbox those. And when I do, it is going to be so helpful, so much more helpful when I do my videos as far as setting up things. And for this video I cannot use it because I didn't meet my goals, and when I do, you guys will probably see a difference, or at least I hope, because I have not tried out the products yet. And when I do, I hope that they are really good and are able to give me the footage that I want to bring to the channel. So this morning, we are a week away from Halloween. Now, crossing my fingers I can get a video done every day of this week, because I didn't want to do, I wanted to do Vlogtober, but I didn't want to do a video every day of the week because it's been busy with the virtual schooling with the kids. And so last week was very, very trying, as all of the kids were really off track. And this week I'm going to make a plan so that I can be able to film a little bit of it. You guys might not hear everything that's going on or happening, but I'm going to try to film throughout the day and then put in bits and clips and pieces of how the day went, in segments basically, and you guys will be able to see exactly how it is going on around here as we prepare for the holiday season. Y'all, let's see, I did buy a new tablecloth over there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is very fall-like. I'm going to buy another one that is going to set us from November. Let me check my calendar because I don't have exact dates, but basically it's gonna get us from after Thanksgiving through the Christmas holidays, which will lead us into the new year in January. Let's see, so in November it is going to last us probably from the 27th or the 28th of November all the way through to January. And when I buy that one, it's probably going to be hopefully a cloth one and not the plastic ones. That way it can last longer and I can wash it and put it back, and hopefully it's a darker color because they will make messes and stains on that on that item, on that piece of something. And so right now I'm gonna just go ahead and enjoy my coffee. I've already filmed the day in the life, basically a Sunday. I come to you guys, let me slow down because you know we've been working on that, slowing down our verbal so that we can be able to sound better, okay? And so I'm coming to you guys with a bonnet on today because yesterday I wore makeup, today I do not. This is not a what my skin looked like video, but this is basically what my skin looks like without any products on, and I do believe that my skin is getting better. So if we want to go ahead and do a checkup on that, my skin looks very, very moisturized. I do have some dark circles, of course, but I knew that was coming, okay? And so like I had said, I tried to find a regimen to be able to combat those dark circles because I saw them coming, and the product didn't really work for me, so I have to stay away from that particular product. And I noticed that I have not had any reactions since then, so I'm thinking that maybe it was that product. So I'm looking for an eye cream and a serum, and we're working on those things. I did tell you guys that I found a foundation that I want to continue to use, and that was the Milani cream to powder in rotation with the MAC, because I did find my color, and because it is my color and it is very, very matching, I find myself going right back to that one, and I do not like the smell of it. I also have to invest in a pump so that I can pump it instead of pounding it out to get the product onto a brush or onto my hands. And I did notice that the MAC foundation is very waterproof per se, and it takes a lot to get the product off, so it's not like just wipe and go, and I'm getting it all over my clothes, and that is a difficult situation. So with that, I'm trying to combat those things, and I did find a setting spray that I like, and I have not purchased the Urban Decay as of yet, but I will, because I'm trying to lower my purchases to maybe once per month to view products, although I might buy a couple of them because it's just like the price range of what I buy, and mostly the shipping, depending on what I need to buy in order to get free shipping. And if I need something more, then I will do that. I'm still looking for a unit. And y'all, I watched a lot of videos, and I had saw that you should, per se, melt the lace with the the comb, the hot comb or the flat iron, and you should also kind of smooth it out with the heat. Now that last unit that I was wearing, and I love wearing it because of the part comes side like this, and it looks more realistic on me, because I do not like the middle part, although I do want to find something that is a middle part. The problem is that my hair underneath, I would need to figure out a style that I'm going to keep to be able to use that middle part whenever, however I want to, because when I wear a wig or unit, I wear it with no rhyme or reason. It just goes by the feeling that I have for that day, and I pick a unit based on that. And then also I pick my favorite units because that's just how I feel. Like if it feels comfy, I'm gonna go with that. If it's too much, I just won't. Like if it has a lot of flyaways, I will not pick that. When I'm walking around the house, I do not need a unit on, but because we're doing virtual schooling, I try to wear a unit, but most times I cannot. So I'm wearing my hair scarves around the house, which is fine. And I will basically do a face, which is why I want to do an update everyday look for you guys, so you guys can see how it turns out, what I use, and how quick it is and simple, you guys. So when I'm ready to go out the door, I can spend a couple minutes doing my face and it looks pretty decent and reasonable. So I'm going to update you guys with that, and one day I'm going to do a MAC face, basically, because last time I did the face, but I was doing a tryout. I had never used the product before, so I didn't know how it was going to come out, and so that's what it did. And now that I know how I want to use it, what it will look like, I will show you guys an updated version of that. And so keeping up with the updates, there are some things that I've been procrastinating on, and I'm a little bit worried only because I don't know what to expect come January. And so I think I'm still gonna do it because I can always change my mind after, and we'll see how that rolls, you guys. I'm super excited with that, and with the changes, it's gonna be more like get there. So come January, my goal is to get there, and however it takes to get there is when I will get there, and I will take the necessary steps to get where I'm gonna get at the moment, and then worry about the rest later. Although I have to say that sometimes it might not be the direction that I want to go, and so I'm gonna do more of a general aspect of it so that I will be able to go wherever life takes me, kind of thing, in a positive way of where I want to be and what I feel comfortable in. And so this is a great vlog for this week. I mean, I'm only able to do maybe one vlog a week, but then sometimes I do not feel like it, and then I will insert a clip of what I had done today. So it's basically not a day in the life, well, kind of like a day in the life, but I will show you guys how I prepared my Sunday for what I have to go and do. Now, mind you, there are some things that I didn't do and won't do because the kids have chores, and maybe I should insert the clip right here. Okay, yeah. And so listen, I'm not gonna do the dishes because I've done that already. The kids are in discipline mode where they have all of their gadgets taken away until they're on track. They have possession of their gadgets, but they do not have connection to a Wi-Fi, and it's just as simple as that. Let's just say that I believe that kids should do chores, kids should earn their keep, kids should earn the option to be able to have free time, to be able to have privilege, if you want to say that. And I'm not a very privileged type of person, but I do feel that the things that you don't have to have is a privilege, basically. And with the kids, they don't have to have Wi-Fi. Now, you can have it if you want to have fun, but if you're spending all of your time on your fun stuff, then you have to learn boundaries. You have to learn respect. You have to learn moderation. And it's hard teaching a kid those things, and it's been very trying, but I stick to it and I stand by it because I know that when they grow older, they're gonna develop their own sense of everything. But given the way that I want to run my household, the way that I want to raise them, I'm raising them to have those things. Okay, I don't know what happened with that, but they're gonna have those things in place, and they are going to learn it right now, because when they get older they will already know it. Now it's up to them if they make the negative choices to be able to not follow through with what they know. Now my bonnet is coming apart, and I gotta tie it back together, and it's like irritating because it's just like falling as we speak. But that is basically what's happening with the kids. And so I have placed a another notepad of a updated, like, temporary schedule of what I can do right now. And so far I have washing clothes every day of the week except for Thursday and Friday, and on Sunday I can wash whatever, or Saturday or Sunday depending on the feel, I can wash whatever other things that I want to wash, as far as rugs, pillows, bedding, whatever I may have forgotten to wash. Now you saw that basket of clothes sitting there. I am going to wash those, but I'm not going to wash them today because they're not necessarily needed, but they need to be washed, and I just didn't get the chance to do it. Furthermore, I almost forgot to do it, but you know, things happen. You know, I was just doing so many things, like I got other things done, and then I realized, I didn't even realize until just now actually, that I never did that basket of clothing for the kids. And so that basket is gonna get done tomorrow morning, because there's another load of clothes that has already started accumulating in it for them, and I'm gonna go ahead and combine the two, and that way I can have a larger load, because as you saw, the washer does hold a lot, and it's better to do a full load versus a very tiny load, which is what I had done before, and it used up way more water than I would want to, and the time frame to get it done is just ridiculous. 2 hours for a little load. I mean, it should adjust, but I haven't seen it adjust. Now meanwhile, I do love the washer. I've had problems with the dryer, and update with that, they're supposed to come out and replace it. There's like a hole in the middle of the dryer. Maybe I should go and let you guys see it, so that if anybody knows what I'm talking about, they can go ahead and let me know if that's a hole or if that's for real. Like, should it really be there? And it's like a little circle, and it looks like it's right in the smack in the middle, and it looks like it's bubbled, like air bubbles, from where it was glued back together and pressed towards the middle. So it looked like it had already cracked. And so I called the company about that, and they're like giving me a hard time. Like, I have not gotten any calls from them, but I keep getting emails that says that your delivery is scheduled, but no time or date or anything. But when I had the issue before, they basically gave me a date and a time, and now it's like call us to schedule and all that stuff. And now I'm kind of concerned, because if I do, are they going to give me one of the same items that they had given me before? Now, when I purchased it, I had it delivered, and I didn't know any different. It looked fine to me, but the heating element obviously was not working properly, and so the dryer would not dry the clothes. I would have to put it on like a like a quick dry in order for it to get like super heated, in order to be able to dry those clothes. And then it started making noises, squeak squeak squeak, and I had already told you guys about that in the videos before, and you can hear it in the background. And so to me, that sounded like somebody's used dryer. I mean, I paid too much money for you to give me a used dryer. I mean, come on. And so then when they switched it out to this unit, I could tell a 100% difference. Like, all of the interior equipment, like all of the crevices and all that stuff, like where you put the piping and the plugs and all that stuff, is a whole different color from the one that they sent me the first time. The first time it was like a silver like color. This one is more like a gold copperish color. Like, why they different, you know. And I asked, like, why are they different? Like, I don't even trust to let them come in and give me another product, because, you know, you pay so much money for those products, especially for it to be brand new. It's like I could have gone and got a used set of equipment and paid for a warranty, extra warranty through the manufacturer, you know. I could have done something like that. And now it's almost like a plague type of thing. Like, do I really want to go years and years with constantly sending the thing back and sending the thing back? When I decided to buy a brand new washer and dryer, my goal was to keep it for at least 10 years, hopefully, because I wanted the extended warranty so that I could be able to do so. And the warranty that I picked does allow me to have at least 5 years without any worries. But I did read that if there is a crack on the door or anything like that, they consider that as cosmetic and they will not assist you in that repair. And I was like, well, so let me tell them about this little circle thing, because I'm not gonna do that. I got it like that, so how is that gonna be an issue on my part to have to cover, right? And so moving forward with that, y'all, that's just an update of what's happening right now at this moment. Today I'm gonna cook some spaghetti. For the kids, and I just realized that's gonna be my 50th video. I was not going to do it. I didn't think about it. I was gonna go ahead and give y'all a really long vlog right now and then edit it and then send it out and say, you know, this is my vlog for the week. But oh, maybe for the month of October, because I have not vlogged for the month of October, y'all. I've been watching like other people's videos and things like that, because it's been just like so stressful, y'all, so stressful. And so I've been trying to have a lot of downtime, a lot of me time, and it is very difficult. So I did not film that I replaced the showers in both of our bathrooms. I just didn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys at some point what it is and what it looks like. I do not have a before, but I'll definitely have an after. And I love these particular items that I purchased. I purchased from Home Depot. It was not very expensive, but it was, oh shoot, hold on y'all, hold on y'all. I got 2 calls coming in at one time. So if I answer one, it could be the one that I don't want to talk to. But okay. So we just gonna let that go. I also need a new phone case, y'all, because this bottom is broken and this side is broken, so it keeps pressing in, and every time I shut off like the calls and things, both sides press. If you guys know anything about the iPhone Pro Max, you press both of these sides in order to turn the device off. And when I press this side, it takes a screenshot. It'll show you guys. So this is an old picture of me when I first got my iPhone. This was a birthday from maybe 4 or so years ago. I don't know. But that was when I purchased my very, very first iPhone in order to convert from the Samsung thing. And I have to change that. But I want to change it to a family photo, so that's why I'm waiting. Because this year we're supposed to have family photo November and December, and hopefully we make it. Even if it's just a homemade one, it's mostly get everybody dressed, put on matching attire, and take a nice little seasonal photo that's going to be an 8x10 that I'm going to post up on the wall, because yeah, I'm doing it, y'all. I'm doing it this year. And I'll get back to the spaghetti thing in a minute. I didn't forget now. Sometimes I might, but I didn't this time. And so when I press this button, okay, it went off this time, but normally when I press it, it would take a screenshot. And I'm just like, there it is. See? It makes no sense. I think, let me see. Let's try it one more time. It's weird. It's very weird. So I need a new phone case. Okay, let's see. So it goes off. See, and I didn't press it, but it seemed like when I hold it a certain way, it makes it into a screenshot, and I don't want to do that because it's taking up my entire photo, my entire memory and space with those types of photos. And so I have to constantly go in and delete. And for example, I didn't take any of those pictures. Like whatever I was looking at the time, that is what happened. And when I held the phone up in front of this device basically, and I did this to answer the phone or turn it off and did this, it just kept clicking photos. And so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna delete those. I'll probably do it later, but see, it just did it again. Look, did it again. Anyway, so now I bought my case from 5 and Below, so it doesn't matter. I only paid like $5 for it. Maybe it was 10, I'm not sure, but it wasn't expensive. I do want to get something from Shein. I started looking on the webpage to see if I could find something that I like, and I hadn't. I just did it because I don't really have the time to just sit there and do that because our shower was broken. And I was trying to get the kids to basically clean up their shower area, their bathroom, because we have 3 bathrooms. And so basically they don't want to use it because they think it's different from what I have, and it's basically not. It's just that they just don't feel comfortable. But they felt comfortable when I was going in there because they saw that I was comfortable in using it. Now, however, there's nothing wrong with it. I just need my own space. And when we moved from our other place, I do remember specifically saying that I wanted to find a place with more than 1 bathroom or more than 1 shower, more than 1 tub area, and that's what the deal was. It wasn't just a toilet. I just wanted my own space to be able to wake up before the kids, to not bother the kids when I had to get up and, you know, start my day, because my day, a Mother's Day, usually would start before the kids or in after their kids are asleep, put it that way. And at the time I couldn't do much because I was studying a lot in the evenings, and so when I studied at night I would probably fall asleep in the book, y'all, and then wake up 4:30 in the morning, jump back up, get the kids ready, get the kids to school, and go right back to class, and had to be there at like 8 o'clock. So that's what it was at the time. And now it's about the same, and come January we're probably gonna be doing the same thing. I just have to see how that's gonna go, and hopefully things go well. If they don't, then I'll just go ahead and get out of it, you know. And I'll just take it like, you know, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it, because that's what my vlogs are about. It's like I don't know if anybody will see this, but that's why I am vlogging, basically, to kind of get out of, you know, just holding everything in. And I don't want to say too much without telling all my business, but what I found out, and the reason why I stopped going to school, is because I would take it semester by semester, which is what you normally would do. But it's like, once I signed myself up for a semester and it seemed to be good, it would be like maybe 3 weeks in. I'm telling you, it would be early. It would be right just before you could drop the classes, and that was my problem. I had dropped too many classes previously from having kids and life and all that stuff, and so I couldn't really drop a lot of classes. And so I was trying to be very, very consistent in my ability to finish, and that's why I took the degree, so that I didn't have to keep worrying myself about whether I could do it or not. I'm about to sit you guys down on something because my arm is getting tired. And so yeah, it would be like just before the drop date, and I'd have to like drop out of school. But I try to, you know, change things around. There you go. So it can be better, so that I can be able to, you know, just go get it. And every time it never worked out. It's just never really worked out for me. And I'm just like, whoa, you know, what do I do? Because there's only so much you can change, especially with kids. And my kids would always act out. Like right now, I was gonna go to school this fall. And of course, this spring. And of course, I'm kind of happy that I didn't follow through, because who knew that we were gonna be in times like this of uncertainty, put it that way, in times of uncertainties, right? So who knew that? But now that we know, it's like, well, I'm glad I don't have that extra piece of something to hover over me while I'm trying to stay focused with, you know, keeping the kids on task and teaching my little one who is, you know, behind and need that extra support, right? And so I also was doing other things to help with my insecurities, which I've talked about before. So if you guys go back, you guys can see that on why I started doing deliveries and things like that, just to keep me in the, I did it so that I can stay relevant with the times, basically, on how things have changed since the last time I went out to work, to socialize, and to do anything other than being with my kids. And that's just that, you know. I spent a lot of my time worrying about my kids, that I didn't know what it was like to be on the outside and to actually try to fit into it. So I jumped in, you know, head first with trying to figure that out. I learned a lot, and now that I am, you know, I'm in there, I know what it's like. I don't necessarily have to go back, but I do want to move on to other things. And trying to keep up with the kids is difficult, because their schedules for some reason should be the same, but it keeps changing for me. I don't know about you guys, but it keeps changing for me in a sense that the kids would be late, they wouldn't do this, they wouldn't do that, but my classes were based on them going to school. And a lot of the classes that I tried to take, I couldn't take them at certain times because I only had this window. It was between 9 and 2, depending on the location of the school and where we were. And where we were, I was dead set in the middle of every school, university you could think of, which was good because it would be like a 5-minute drive. So when I set my classes, I would set them like at 9, but parking was an issue. The kids was an issue. Let's see, what picking up the kids after school was an issue. Having to stay after school to be able to talk to the counselor or somebody, because, you know, I gotta get myself together. But the class is at 2, and I gotta, well, the class ended at 2, but I gotta leave and I gotta go and get where I gotta go by 2:45, right? And so now we have traffic. It's an issue, even though I'm 5 minutes away. And so then you got the constant calls from the school all day while I'm in classes, transitioning from one location to the next. Like I went to the community colleges, so I went from one branch to the next, basically. And so all of my classes were scattered throughout the week, 3 locations. So like on Monday I went to one location, on Wednesday, Tuesday I went to another location, and on Wednesday I went from one location to another location in that same day. So one class was one place and the second class was in the other direction, all on the same side of town, just 2 different directions. So basically I went here and then had to turn around and go this way, basically, to get there. And it wasn't a problem except the time frame. So like one of my classes would be at 8 o'clock, one would be at 2 o'clock, and the ones in between were no issues, but they weren't my most important classes, you see, and it was difficult. And so the ones that are the most important classes are always going to be the ones that you struggle with finding a time to get to. Like, everybody obviously wants midday, Nobody wants early in the morning or late in the day. Nobody wants it, obviously. And I'm like, why? You know, and I thought I could do an 8 o'clock class because technically my kids should be at school at 7:30, right, for breakfast. And I should be able to drop them off because they're right around the corner, and the other half rode the bus. So with 2 or 3 on the bus, the other 2 I drop off at the corner because they can walk, basically. They can walk from the corner because I wouldn't let them walk from the house to the school. Although they could have, but it wouldn't because of my particular preference when it comes down to kids and kids' safety. So I would at least bring them to the corner of the school and let them walk so I can see them walk from the corner of the school to the door. Now, mind you, maybe nobody paid attention to it, I don't know, but I always sat there for a few minutes, and I'd always tell them to run to make sure that I have enough time to watch you. I would always let them out before I go through the line to drop off kids. So when I got to the top, I'd say that my kids have already gotten out of the car, and I'm just riding the loop so I could see them go into the door, basically. And so we did that, and it was always an issue. And then when we moved, I'm not in the direction of any of those schools now. So I knew in 2018 that it was gonna be hard. So I took a year off, basically. I took a year off. It was fall 2018, and it was supposed to be to summer 2019. And I was supposed to go back to school fall 2019 because the classes that I needed to take at Our Lady of the Lake, basically, were in the fall. I had to start in the fall, otherwise it would throw me off because I had taken so many courses at the community college that I wasn't on level with the speech communication program, basically. And I didn't want to fill up my time taking courses that were basically fillers. So I said, taking a year off is not going to be a problem, there's not going to be an issue or whatever. But when I got ready to do that, and the kids started being late for school, the traffic was just awful, my mindset wasn't there. I had already been working, like working or whatever, putting myself in the process to work, because at the time I wasn't doing much. I was doing what I could. And I noticed that, you know, we struggled financially with the new bills, with the high prices that of, you know, having a bigger place, basically. More gas because of travel, more on food because I don't have time to be able to cook because I'm doing a lot of traveling. And now that I'm doing a little work, it's like I'm spending more on gas because I'm using my car as, you know. Okay, my camera keeps cutting off, and I know this is gonna be a long vlog, but I'm gonna cut out whatever I can. And so from that, it made it more difficult, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna take another semester. And then the spring semester, I was like, I can't start in the spring semester, so I'm gonna go into the fall. It was just what I was supposed to do last fall, but then I was like, I just can't right now. I need some more time. I just can't. So yeah, so I said, you know, this fall I would definitely make that the decision. But so the fall coming up is, yeah, when I'm supposed to go back to school. But in order to be able to do that, I have to put in an application, which I have not done, because you have to do it by October in order to be able to get any type of scholarships or anything like that if you want to be in the running for it. And so I'm trying really hard, y'all. It's just like I'm trying to push myself, but I don't know, when you're afraid to do something, it's kind of like hard to move forward. And I know that I don't know until I get there, but it's like, it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. And so, like, I should be there now, but since I'm not, I figured I would go to a different school where it's gonna cost less and use that spring. And then if I want to, or when I'm ready, I can transfer over to the other school in the fall, and that will be fine with me. And so when I thought about that, I was like, that sounds like a really good something, you know. Like, I can take some classes online and then it'll be fine, you know, and I would be able to stay home for most of it. But given what I want to do, I do want to be focused in that area because I would need to take more sciences, which I'm okay with, but I can't overload my, you know, my schedule with that. And now, well, now that I think about it, I could take 2 classes and a filler basically, and we'll be fine. I can go, you know, I don't know how I would be able to do that, but I would definitely need to be in class for those classes because I've tried to take some online before and it wasn't good, it wasn't easy. But then some of those classes you don't necessarily need to be in class for, because what I'm noticing is that a lot of the teachers are not really teaching per se. They're doing independent study, and it's like, when did they start doing that? When did they start doing that? You know what I mean? When they started, you know what I mean? Anyway, when they started. And so everything is more like independent study, and I'm noticing that with the kids too, is independent study, which to me is more like homework. You know? And so a lot of the classes that I was taking online had become self-taught basically, where they would tell you what's expected, they would tell you which range to read, they will tell you when the assignment is due, when we might have an exam, and you go figure out how you're gonna be able to know what I need you to know by this day. But it's not like tomorrow we're gonna go over the next week we're gonna go over the process of I'm trying to think of anything, just anything. So like next week we're gonna go over say this particular kind of bone, or rotations or something like that. It was more like, we're studying the bones, we're going to be doing this for a while, it could take us a month to finish this, and our quiz is going to be on chapter something from this to this. That's like 100 pages. Like each chapter is like 200-300 pages. Like, how you want to read that in a week? You know, it was like that. And I'm like, now I gotta go home and I gotta read all of that, because I've got like, and I just, like, you just found it out on a Monday, right? And so now you have until Monday of the next week to know that whole everything, the anatomy and all that. You know, that was anatomy and physiology. Of course, everything else might be different, but you know, being that I want to go there, I know that some of the classes might be similar, and so going forward, I just know what to expect as far as being self-taught. Okay, and so moving on from that, and okay, and so later I'm gonna do a so I'm still working on that one. I'm going to put in my application and all that stuff now, so I can be able to do application now, so that I'll know what I need to know by January. Okay, and so from that I did find some stuff that I want to do online, and hopefully that works out for me. I don't know, and that was the reason why I'm iffy. It's because it's like, working from home is going to be difficult with the kids not wanting to stay quiet and things like that, and I'm also looking for a position that fits my skill level, because my skill level, I used to not put it out there, and I used to not want to fabricate myself, put it that way, because I felt that's what it was. Even though, well, if I feel like if you don't have a degree in something, you can't say that you are something or whatever. And so that's why I was putting MUA on some of my photos on Instagram, because I started kind of toiling with it. It's like, can you be something without a degree? Yes, you can, because you can have experience in that in order to know, because there are different levels to everything. So like, if you're an MUA, that doesn't mean that you're a pro. My quotations are backwards. Okay then, a pro MUA. You could be a beginner MUA, but you don't have to state your skill level of that particular type of skill. And so with me, now that I have my degree, I can realistically say to me that I'm looking for more. You know, I'm looking for something else. I'm looking for a more complicated position. I do not want a basic simple position, and I have this to back me up. You know, I have this skill, and then I have this paper that says that I'm worth it, you know. I also am in fear because I haven't, you know, done those things in so long that, you know, it makes it feel like I'm new. But I'm sure that a lot of the stuff hasn't changed, and if it did, I have the skill level or skill set to be able to catch up. And so I've been toiling around with doing some work from home positions, and that's the reason why I started the vlogging and things like that. This is gonna be one long vlog, and I do not think I'm gonna edit it out too much because it's okay, you know. My concern is that I don't have a particular sense of direction of where I want to go, because I have skills in so many different areas. It's more like applying that skill in an area, and it doesn't matter what area it is to me. But if you want to know my passion is health and fitness, but I really realistically can't do health and fitness, and so I have to think into something else. I can do the health aspect, but I'm limited on the fitness part. But I do feel that, and I'm going to end the vlog with this, sometimes we have limitations that cause us to not do what we want to do or what we need to do. But using those limitations is supposed to help encourage you to find a different way of doing something, so that you're able to be able to, yes, go get a spoon, so that you can be able to be functionable. And that's what makes you unique. And sometimes fear can set in because you don't think that you can be able to encourage someone else to be able to do what you do, because you don't have what they have. But my thing and how I'm going forward is, you know, and how I teach my kids also, is that you never know what you can do that other people can do who don't have your limitations. So when you go forward, you help someone, and it doesn't matter what skill set they are, as long as you were able to help them. That's what works, you know. And so if the person doesn't have your limitation and they're able to get something out of what you're doing, then that's wonderful, you know. And so with that, I'm gonna hope that you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay whole, and stay pleasant with your imperfections, and the bell to be notified of the next video. You can also check out my page to see all of the other videos that I have already put out. You can also check out my Facebook channel and see the updates of everything that I am listing. You can also check out our Facebook group, Infinite Deals and Glitches, so that you guys can be able to get some of the coupon savings of your everyday items or other things that you might have on your mind. What else? You can check out my Instagram, and you can be able to see some of the MUA stuff that I might be trying to dabble into. Let's see. Yeah, and with that, I hope you guys have a good one, and see you at the next video. Bye.